Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing Thai work permits. For those who are unaware, Thai work permit holders are those who are work authorized in Thailand. And by work authorized, we mean people that have been issued what's called a WP3 work pre-authorization letter. Those individuals actually are on a pretty high priority status within the categories of folks that are going to be allowed back into Thailand under the current lockdown restrictions. A recent article from the Bangkok Post, that's bangkokpost.com, article is titled, Emergency Decree Extension, New Visas Approved. And quoting directly from that article, Tawisin Wisanuyotin, spokesman of the panel, and that's the CCSA, that's the COVID-19 Situation Administration Panel, and it's chaired by the Prime Minister, and Dr. Tawisin has been kind of at the forefront of the medical side of dealing with this, the response to this whole thing. Spokesperson of the panel added after the meeting that non-immigrant visas of various types would also be issued for businessmen who do not have work permits. Copies of bank statements showing deposits over 6 consecutive months of not less than 500,000 baht are required. More details are not available at this stage. So the reason I'm reading that is it looks like they're going to be implementing something, and we're going to get into this in more detail in another video, but it looks like they're going to be implementing, and I think this is a ways out, probably weeks in advance right now. They're going to be implementing something where business folks, maybe who don't necessarily have a work permit, can get into Thailand. But this is the key point to take from this, who do not have work permits, copies of bank statements, 500,000 baht. So if you don't have a work permit, but you're here to do business, you may be able to show copies of bank statements with 500,000 baht. Well, for some people that may or may not be feasible, hence the reason I'm making this video, which is about work permits. And specifically, we're talking about the fact that work permits are the most certain way of getting into Thailand. And that has proven to be our experience thus far. Our clients that are work authorized, that have companies here in Thailand or work for companies here in Thailand, they have had the most certain route, if you will, the most straightforward, if you can call anything about the current process straightforward. They have had, in my opinion, the most straightforward journey to Thailand in an immigration sense. So the thing to take away from this video, work permit, work authorization remains about the most effective way of getting into Thailand right now. Yes, there are other options available. I'm not going to go into that specifically here. But for those who don't otherwise meet any other criteria, marriage to a Thai, attendance in some academic institution in Thailand, or being part of some diplomatic mission or here on official business, and there's more, but not to go into that too great a detail. If you don't meet any other criteria, business status is about the only way to get in, and work permits are a key component of that, at least as of the time of this video. So the thing to take away from this video, work permits remain the most, in my opinion, straightforward, again, if you could even call it that during these times, but it remains the most certain and straightforward way of gaining lawful admission to the Kingdom of Thailand.